Alright guys, so tonight's going to be a short video. We actually got back a little late tonight. We had to take a trip to Walmart to get some birthday stuff for our soon-to-be 9-year-old. So I just want to take you guys out to the shed real quick. And it's going to be maybe a little dark. Sorry, I'm a mess. I just got a shower a little bit ago. This is what we have been dealing with on and off. The rain is constant lately, so I'm gonna flip this around and show you. So it's hard to tell how much water is in there, but everything was above the skids again. So I put the skids in there thinking that it was gonna help, and my husband came out here earlier. We had rain since yesterday evening until about maybe 2 hours ago. So he came out to look, and it was above the skids again and got to his wall panels. So we're hoping the wall panels are still good. So there had to be a little more than a foot of water in there. And if you could see, there's about 3 inches left. So we're thinking we have to dig a hole right there, right near the door jamb, and dig the trench out. But he trenched it out, and a lot of it has drained compared to what was in there. So we gotta figure out what kind of, other than digging a trench right there, what kind of drain we can put in there. He's on the thinking process of that. We have no idea. We know we gotta trench it somehow and drain it somehow. So we gotta get to working on that. We are due to have more rain Friday afternoon into Saturday morning, and it's gonna be over another inch of rain. So that's gonna be a major problem if that keeps getting wet. We're gonna lose so much stuff, and he has put so much time and effort into building those walls back in 2020. It's not, everybody knows it's not cheap to do, and we just don't want to lose them. He had a couple shows coming up that he was supposed to put some of the stuff up, and he had to cancel those, and he was just so upset about it. So I'm hoping we could figure something out to try to get this. The skids were obviously just for now a temp solution, and we didn't think it was going to go above them, and coming out today it did. So I don't know what we are going to do, but I said about digging a hole right there and then trenching it out, but we know we're going to have to come up with some drainage idea. And I honestly think, from what we were told, this was an old playhouse and used as such. So I'm thinking that it may, even though it runs down from there and then down here in, and also the other side in, I still say some of it's seeping through the walls in there, and they need to be resealed. But it's hard to tell. It's absolutely hard to tell. We've looked and it doesn't look like it, but again, we aren't professionals at that stuff, so we are hoping that if we do dig that, that's where, and let it, a day that it's raining after we dig that, or figure that out, how to trench that and get it to drain better. We're hoping that we can determine if there's water coming in the walls at that point, and if there is, we're gonna have to reseal them with something. And if anybody knows a good idea with trenching this and has done that, please let us know in the comment field. We would love to know what a decent idea was. It doesn't have to be extravagant. We just want something that drains it enough to keep that from even going above the skids. A little bit of water's on the floor is not so bad. Now, do we want it? No, because it does get moldy and mildewy in there. And when I was in there cleaning it out, I ended up with a bad infection the next day because it was so bad in there. But if anybody knows, I know we can put a dehumidifier down here. We're gonna do that, but we need to get the water out first and keep it out some way, somehow. I know we can't put a pump in there if the water doesn't get high enough. We know that's not gonna work. So again, if anybody knows an idea, please let us know, because this is we just don't want to lose. A lot of that stuff's very important. I do work full time, and that's his job, so that's our income, and we don't and can't afford to lose that. So we have that going on right now. So it's been a nice rainy day. Our yard is completely soaked. It's hard to see on camera, but it just lays in these ripples. It's just completely wet out here. We're not used to this season being completely rainy and everything. Usually by May, in the states that we know and have been in, we know that it's not. By now, the weather's usually warmer and we see less rain. Now, granted, in the next week, I'm keeping my fingers crossed and praying. I don't want it to be completely dry, but it looks like it's going to be warmer and the days of rain are going to go away, where it's constant downpours, where it's just going to be hit and miss thunderstorms here and there. Oh, here's something. Guys, look at him. He is so cute. We have these guys all over our yard all the time, especially when it's raining. They're all over the place. They're so adorable. I will not pick them up. I don't like the feel of them, but I think they're so cute. Some of them are pretty big that we get around here. And at night, when you come out here after a rainstorm, it is awesome. You can just hear them. We've had some in the water already. We got, and if we were into fishing, it would not be hard to get fishing worms and bait. They come out from all over the place, including the garden up front. We have, I don't know if, we have a lot of them sneak back into the ground pretty quick. But, oh, there's another little guy. Actually, that one was pretty big back there. This one's pretty, like, medium size. They're all over the place. They're just adorable. But again, I'm sorry for the quick video tonight. We were out of town for a little bit, getting stuff at Walmart for our middle child's birthday party this weekend, and that I will probably record a little bit of, because I am making her cake this year. She had asked me to. I love making cakes, but the time on them, it can be challenging sometimes with a full-time job. I'm trying to see. Yeah, so these areas right here, these are usually covered. We usually have worms, and pretty big ones. Now, like I said, I don't fish, so, but hey, I used to, and I know a lot of these right here are good for bait. If we fished, we would have plenty of bait. We wouldn't have to go anywhere to buy any. You guys can probably hear the water in the background. That's actually flowing pretty good. Pretty good. I'll have to take you guys up and show you where it comes out at. It's actually pretty high up there. It's unusual for me to be walking out here at night, like in random places, because we do have some dogs that get loose and come around, but I can't really see right now. There's a rising. That's coming out pretty soon. Usually not within like a day or two, that will actually get really low. But we love just being able, you can see our kitchen window right there. We love just being able to sit on the island and open the windows and actually just listen to it. But when it will, like I said, after like 2 days, it does dry up. Now, I don't think it will this time, because we are due for rain again on Friday and the Saturday, so I think that will keep it flowing pretty heavy for a couple of days. But that's all I have for tonight. So if you like this, please like, comment, and subscribe. Like I said, if anybody has any idea with that drainage in the back, please let us know. We're working on something and we have some ideas, but any ideas is appreciated. And I will see you guys later.